Hello everybody, welcome back to, I forget which window I have open, so give me 1 second. Welcome back to another adventure in random, who knows, you may notice I am looking exquisitely gorgeous. Yes, cat, hold on, wait for the loading screen. You may enter my lap. The second I start talking, he's like, he must be talking to me. I can't understand words, my brain hasn't evolved to that point where I can understand the concept of human language, which honestly, one of the biggest things that differentiates me from a dog, because they can understand you. I just feel you. I feel the rhythm of your voice, Master. Please, allow me to shed all of my cat hair. Up your nose, on your clothes. Something, something, baby's toes. There's got to be a rhyme in there somewhere. Anyway, look how gorgeous I am. I'm like, it's zoomed in. Even freaking Fred. That's his name, right? Mike, sorry. Been cheating on Fred lately with Mike. You just look so much cooler. But look at us. Sorry, that's not us. There we are. We are gorgeous. Guess has been working some extra overtime. So I actually got one of those cool hats. I just happen to have something ridiculously green that looked similar to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend all of our money right away. We have 400-some thousand. What else are you going to do with the money? So what do we got? What do we got? We got Beast Low. Alright, so this is how we got like 20 rolls in us. So this is kind of like the whole concept you're going to have when you go to like a casino, right? You're not going to necessarily walk into the whole casino mentality and be like, you know what, I'm gonna bring so much money, take that money, and I'm just gonna, you know what, whatever that money is, I'm just gonna spend even more money until I earn like $300,000 or something like that. And, you know, you see how long that lasts. I guess I should keep that UV there. So we got the big 3 we're working on here. Or the big 2, rather. The Griffin and the Nitronome. We're going to go back and forth for a minute here. So anyway, the income I'm counting here is as just like gambling. It is a loss. I really would like some sort of ASI and then charge time reduction would be nice. If not, that's cool too. We got ASI low. Hey, the dream is real. And after this, I think we're gonna take a hop into Mr. Jelly King world. It was actually okay. That's kind of ironic how I got slime high on that. But I got a request to actually do a non-lockdown video. So here we go. We're gonna spend the entirety of this money, which, as far as I'm concerned, is like bonus income. It's like that extra. You put an extra 0 when you wanted the government to, you know, withhold money from your taxes for those who are old enough to pay taxes. You're like, oh my goodness, it's Christmas. I had no idea. Beast very high. Boom, I'm gonna keep that. I'm just kidding, probably won't. But as far as future plans go, first we're gonna go to the Jelly King, and of course, when I start thinking about Jelly, of course, he's just gonna give me a slime variant. So let's think about what can we think about that makes us faster. Let's think about Quicksilver. Yeah, and it worked. Which helps charge time reduction. Speaking of that chaos gear that really helps us out, I would really like some Undead Low. Yeah, it's exactly what I was going for. Undead Low with chaos. So I'm going to do a few things. One of the first thing is Jelly King, because I missed that guy. And then we get Slime Low again. And the next thing is going to be, I don't know, maybe probably another lockdown, honestly. Gremlin very high, you're killing me. You're killing me. Out of all the very highs. Probably going to be the prestige missions. And you think I'm not going to waste all this money. You're just absolutely fooling yourself. My cat just settled down. My body is... charge time reduction low. Brr. My body is... I just recently started working at a coffee plant. So I'm getting more of an intake of caffeine before I even get home. So there's no need to, like, pre-game. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. Well, Slime High. I was trying not... Picture the Slime Jelly King naked. Maybe that'll help you not get any more slime UVs on here, you silly man. Oh my goodness. So, now here's where you take all this money, all these rolls you just did, and be like, you know, we've got to think about this last one. Because the other money was just practice, but this last one, this is what makes a difference. So we're going to just throw it in the night room. Then we'll be on our way. Go on down to the king himself. So let's, yep, undead medium, sure, why not? So let's, make a battle plan. Because what I don't want to do is go with what I always by the way. No, we can't have that. We are going to don our summer gear. Where is it? I felt so beautiful for just a fraction of a second. I also have this Tech Pink Collet. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that thing. Why would I want to see it go, though? I mean, someone somewhere on this planet will value that. I also have a whole bunch of stuff I'm never going to use. Who knows? We'll just give it away someday. So let's go with sword. I think we'll go with... Should we do all swords? Like, one thing I want to avoid, which I don't think I can, it's like using a gun besides the Winter Grave. Like Magma Driver and Grand Faust. Can we do that? I think we can. I think it's possible. Just to break the monotony of... You know, we'll go all swords, but we'll use this. Okay, so that's what we'll get an extra trinket here. Yeah. And then we'll get rid of the True Shocks. We don't need that. Who needs True Shock trinket? And so we should be good. Alright, we got swords only, final destination. ASI up the wazoo. We're going to be dodging everything. And we're just going to destroy things with the Faust. And to be honest, it's probably going to be the Brandish Charge. My variety of things to, like, kill meager monsters with is kind of low. It is. So we're going to start with Jelly King. He's public party. That's what makes this fun. We get to take people who might have issues by themselves, and we get to help them out. I'm not even going to wait for people to join in. We're just going to see what happens. I might. Let's see. What are our friends doing? Lockdown? Lockdown. And look at us. I'm going to give it to the count of 10. I don't mind going solo. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, it just means it accelerates the process. The sword's only final destination. The other thing that we could do here on this channel is a challenge. Like, for instance, one of the first challenges I ever did for myself was seeing if I could switch Alchemist shoot Vanaduke to death. Which I did. I had to spark once, and I was not proud of myself for doing that. So that's had to have been like at least 25 or something. But I've yet to do it, and then I've yet to do it without sparking. It was just a little too tough for me to do. I'm not very good at Vanna to begin with, so you know it's not like it was going to be, you know, me stepping up my game. I don't have a blitz. The closest thing to a blitz I've ever owned was the Plague Needle, right? Yeah, it's poison, because I thought it was cool the regular attack had a chance to add poison for lockdown. Like, you add for lockdown a lot of the end philosophies of my game in here, because the only time I originally started as a gunner back when the gunner armor, like, I like taking the we did it. I like taking the low end strength and making it a high end. Does that make sense? Like so the only when this game that came out like 1987 or something like that, and then I got 2 updates since then. But since that day, when it came out, when Shadow Sun back in the day, only had damage bonus low, and there were no trinkets. Or no, was it medium? Dude, I forget. This requires a full-on charge here. Wacha. Oh, I forgot. These are the next-gen jellies, which block everything. Any kind of blast or wave function just goes right through them. They don't care. They are careless. They care less than you think they should. Alright. Did we hit the switch? Yes, we did. You genius of a man. So, I'm like, hey, this is neat. I will go gunner. I'll be gunner. Alchemist seemed kind of neat. And I had a blaster. That was like my neutral gun. And the first weapon I got was a hail driver. Because I'm like, hey, you know my mentality. There's a lot of baddies here. If I freeze a couple of them, you know, we'll have some sort of an advantage, right? Then we're going to fight fewer. So, what I got to do, pretty cool, back when the Oilers were like the hardest enemy in the entire galaxy to fight, is I would be the last one alive. It would take me some time, but I would backpedal like a freaking hero and just save everybody in every kind of danger mission and arena. And it was really neat. I was able to help people a lot. This was back when you could revive people for half your health. You know, back in the good old days. But speaking of which, don't let people deceive you with that good old days stuff. These are the good old days. You will never know them while you're living them, and these are what they are. And we're having a great time doing so. But it was neat taking that the obviously, you know, the deficit of having, you know, gunner powers or whatever you want to call it, and taking that, running with it, and making it succeed. And I did the same thing in Lockdown, and I got some huge flack from Chris, if you remember that guy. gentleman, prestigious player, strong advocate of the assisted aiming community from day one, which was not surprising at all. But because my tactics were a bit different than just going straight for damage, and like I said, I did want to win matches, right? We still do. And again, we're playing Clockworks, and we're talking about lockdown again. I can't help it. It's on the tip of my tongue, especially the good old days, which we're living right now. I just said a contradictory statement based on my previous philosophy. Wait, Mike, can you do something? Does it do anything? 112 damage? Does that fire do anything to him? Can you kill one monster, Mike? Can you? I've been feeding you. You can't even take one out? I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm gonna hire one of those turret puppies from Lockdown. There's Lockdown again, and why are we teleporting? No one's joining our party. I dressed my best for this occasion, and no one has graced me with their presence yet. Feeling a little overwhelmed. Like a girl at prom that no one wants to dance with. I'm feeling like her. I don't think I went to prom. Where are we at? Keep this way. I don't need 3 of these. I hope I don't even need one of them. I hope I don't even need that health trinket. Alright, come on now. I mean, if I'm just gonna do this silly charge the whole time, why wouldn't we... Come on, cat. Just pick a side. Why wouldn't we just, you know, keep the Winter Grave and make this the fastest Jelly King possible? Alright. So, I did have the Shadow Autogun, I think, at one point, just for hilarity's sake, and I believe I sold it after that. I want one for Lockdown. I really do. And I want to use the regular attack. And that's one of the reasons that I'm really prompted to either get the Voltaic or the Pepper Box. Hello? Oh, you're hiding in a corner. I thought something interesting was happening, but no, it was just me not looking at the glaring red dot at the top of the screen. Because weapons that proc status, if you haven't noticed, I'm a huge fan of that kind of stuff. So anyway, I bought this weapon for a reason. They have a strong left arm out of all things. That is totally unrealistic. If anything, you know, it would be a different side on the left, and I almost got absolutely destroyed by that gentleman right there. All right, let's go. Just kill the biggins. The little ones die. Okay, pardon me. Excuse me. You're still alive. The little ones are inconsequential. Alright, down on the next floor. Let's get all the stuff. And shortcut this process by getting Chaos to do our work for us. So, in modern times, what do you do to survive an arena? Well, you can go Gunner, but like, dude, Alchemists are almost... You might as well just use an Arcana or some point, or just the Lance in general. I think it's just monstrous. Does decent amount of damage. Mike, I appreciate you attempting to kill one monster. That was, you know, you're trying to earn your keep. Another 500 levels or so. You just gotta... The next time I sell a costume, I'll just pour the money into you, my friend. Eat to your heart's content, grow, become Super Saiyan 70, the ultimate Shadow Dragon Ball or something. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm sure Mike will earn his keep someday. I'm gonna try to give him T-Rex arms. I haven't looked. I know there's different morphations based on what you feed your pet. I do not have that knowledge off the top of my head, but I do know I want to give him tiny T-Rex arms, and if I can give him giant hind legs, I'll totally do that too. I'm not changing his name though. Mike is about, you know, the extent of his creative outlook, or my creative outlook rather. My pet. Hoo-yah! See that switch? I'm practicing that over there. Alright, down here's a little healer. You go for the healer first, even though the damage output that you have with this weapon is ridiculous, so it's kind of inconsequential if you hit him or not. He will eventually die, along with these things here. Alright. But the Jelly King brings back memories. Like, this is the first boss I ever fought against, and he just wrecked me. No idea what to do. Ridiculously overpowered. Like, the only reason we should try to beat him with the Grand Faust. I think I might, but I don't think too far ahead. So we might not. Depends where we are in this part of the day. We will do all 4 of these rooms, by the way. It's only proper. only proper. I'm wearing my best dress. I want to feel the beat and enjoy this music while I can. Well, we're playing the waiting game. It's the most exciting waiting game we played. Bow, 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 bow. By the way, I did have to switch my Java from 64 to 32, and it's no fault of anybody's. I do appreciate the feedback and the common courtesy when giving me instruction on where to follow and find that kind of thing. Excuse me, I unleashed my charge before it reappeared. I am right, latency is wrong. But what was happening is so I got this new mic, which is amazing. It's probably better than my entire computer combined, which is okay. You know, we're upgrading, we're learning slowly and surely here at the Johnson household. Don't have to do what I just said. But in the Good Spirit household. But one thing is, for some reason, and it's only this game, Java just sucks the living crap out of all life and hopes and dreams, and it probably answers a lot of questions about the development of this game. But the unfortunate part is it makes my mic skip. I sound like a creature from the Black Lagoon, and everything is like behind by like a fraction of a second when you're doing like on-par commentary based on what's going on. It loses its flavor and people start paying more attention to the distraction rather than the actual event. So it's kind of a bummer. And, this is actually better getting rid of the Sony Slime. So I am kind of happy about this one. Anyway, so I found the 32-bit was not quite as taxing. I mean, you still get at least from my perspective, still get a pretty decent play rate. The frame rates are good, and I've been playing on it for so long. It's something I can obviously deal with. There we go. I'm sorry. And then we resort to Old Faithful here. I probably have more kills with this weapon in Lockdown than I have in any other weapon, because it's I can one-shot people with it, and when you have that kind of power, why wouldn't you use it? But anyway. So, I lowered the output power of this game. I still have the extra.txt file sitting there pretty. Help me out, help me look good. Hold on 1 second. Okay, good. I don't like having these hidden holes in my hat that just kind of clip through. Make my hands clip through. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's okay. I had this theory, and I still kind of do, that GM Kronos just kind of sits there and, after so many hours, if he doesn't have a new prize box ready, he outsources all this creative thinking to India when he's trying to figure out which outfits to bestow upon us. Welcome to Spiral Knights. How may I help you? Hello, truthfully. Somebody joined us. Boy, I feel happy. This is just straight up. Yeah, it's open to the public. Nobody wants to dance with the Jelly King. I guess after so many levels, it just doesn't invite you anymore, right? I don't know. Hello. Hope I'm not Hello. Tell me I'm pretty. I dressed for him. I combed my ears for this. Do you not know? Have you not seen? Have you not heard? What happens when you unleash a prize box in a gender-neutral game? How dare you judge me? This is a hat. I called it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why is this door not open for me? Does this hat not bestow upon me certain privileges and charms that I am otherwise not used to? I guess not. So let's look at his. His has some gigantic forearms. He's been lifting weights. But no giant T-Rex legs, so I'm very disappointed. Alright, let's go. It's the sound of a brain discharge. Vocalized. In case you haven't heard it before. One of the best videos I think I've ever seen. Probably, you guys ever see John Wick? It's John Wick with Owen Wilson. Except they replaced the, I'm advertising in the videos now, and that's fine. we can cross cultural lines. But anyway, every gunshot, you should see John Wick, by the way, if you haven't seen it, is replaced with Owen Wilson saying, wow. And that movie, everything is a headshot. It's like a body shot, headshot, headshot. By the way, we were getting absolutely mauled since we had another person join our party. Where's my Polaris when I need it? I was watching an old video by Lenson's Clay. Someone was asking about Polaris, and I just made an off comment. I believe I vendored mine years ago. Or no, months ago. Back in the day when that was the most pressing issue. The Polaris. Nowadays, what's the most pressing issue? Make Spiral Knights great again. Being wearing a parachute for a hat. My beautiful ribbon. That's a nice weapon. I wish... That procs a status! So does a Fang of Vogue. Why? What am I doing with my life? Slime coins are nice. We will gamble our life away. If it is presented to us. Why am I not using this one? This is the ultimate weapon. Don't. See that combo? I learned that in lockdown. All of life's ins and outs of Spiral Knights. All of life's ins and outs. I learned from lockdown. If someone is giving you trouble, or you have a challenge, how do you beat them? Well, first you run south for complete advantage. The high ground analogy falls apart in this game. You have the high ground? You're not going to see me coming. Star Wars reference for you, though. You know what? You haven't thrown pills at people. Let's throw some pills at people. Vials. My apologies. Hold on. Stand by. I have to use my secret weapon. I'm hiding it behind my body. Cha, cha. Oh no. Do not become one. He has the high ground. Curse. The Grand Faust proxy status. Maybe that could be the rule of thumb for my current and future gameplay. Whatever we do has to proxy status. Now, this guy up here could be easy, could be tough. We'll find out here in a minute. I think it's going to be kind of easy. It might have been tough if I decided to do Grand Faust attacks only. In which case I would have definitely used the Grand Faust charge attack. Which everybody knows and loves. It's not a viable thing though. I wish it was. It would be nice if it was. But the curse, if you could get total curse immunity. No, just hats. That's all anybody wants. His hats. No, and torso armor, I think. That's right. I like, you look at the positive things in life. Like Monty Python. Always look on the bright side of life. How about 6 and 3? And we have like 2 of these things flying around. No, that was the wrong button. I thought it was the orbital. You think your Winter Grave has anything on this guy? He is the king. Knock this crown off, sure. He's still the king. This thing needs to die here. Pop a pill. Excuse me, then we pop a pill. Excuse me, then we pop a pill. Because we don't want to die. I really wanted to use... What happened? Your Majesty! Where have you gone? Well, that was exciting. Some weapons just absolutely break this guy. Like, he is quite a struggle when you're coming up the ranks if you have no one to help you. But, in case in point, the Winter Grave just destroys him. That's kind of why I didn't bring it, but I have an open party. What do I think is going to happen? People are going to bring Winter Grave. Is that an elite orb? The price is right, Bob. I'm investing in the future. Alright, we're done. Let's go. What else do we get? Please. Any radiance? Shinings? No, glowings are actually nice. See you later, bro. Alright, we're done. That's a good picture. I look extremely happy in my beautiful sombrero. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching my little dive through nostalgia. taking on the Jello King. Click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Let me know what you thought. And I will see you next time.